Hey guys, Joe Saint coming at you. This is week 7, workout number 2. It's going to be another long workout, 25 minutes of non-stop running. Did it on Monday, can do it again tonight. It's going to be 5 minutes of brisk walking for a warm-up, 25 minutes of jogging, then 5 minutes of walking for a cool down. Today's been a pretty nice day. It's around 70 degrees, I believe. And the humidity is around 44%, so shouldn't get too sweaty out there, and my breathing should be pretty easy. Whenever it gets kind of muggy and high humidity, it's almost like I'm breathing in a thick soup, and I can actually feel the heaviness in the air. So I really like dry, crisp air. My breathing is a whole lot easier. This was a rough day simply because yesterday was a long day at work. And it was date night on top of that, so it was very stressful because I don't like to break my commitments. And about 2 o'clock I had to call my girlfriend and tell her that I might be a little bit late. We had started pulling in some wire underground and got to a sticking point, and it's one of those things where you have to stay to finish it because you've gone too far to stop. So we luckily we were able to fix the stoppage, get the wire pulled in, and I was only 30 minutes late getting off from work and heading toward my lady's house. So really, by the time I got my shower and everything, it only put me and her all about an hour late. When I teach this nice Italian restaurant called Frankie's Italian Restaurant. Fortunately, she loves the place, so kind of made up for me being a little bit late. I tried a new dish I never have tried before, a veal parmesan. I've never eaten veal before. It was kind of, I'm not a foodie like she is, so it didn't mean much to me. I would have been just as happy eating my pork loin and spaghetti squash mixture I had for lunch again for dinner instead of eating the veal. So we had lots of it left over. We had gotten one big entree because they're known for their big portions, and we split it, or should I say 3/4 it. She had 3/4 and I had 1/4 because I had like 4 or 5 bites of veal and 4 or 5 tablespoonfuls of the angel hair pasta and probably 2 of their dinner rolls, which were about half the size of a baseball, and I was topped off. So yeah, that was about it. We just had a relaxing evening together. She sat there and ate her veal and drank a glass of wine, and we went back to her place and sat around and talked and discussed our stressful days because her day was rough too, and things were moving along smoothly between us. Our relationship is on an even keel. Even after having a couple of blunders on my part that ticked her off, she's forgiven me. She doesn't forget, but she's forgiven me. So I'm scoring points in other areas that make up for it, apparently. Yeah, so that's about it for now. Let me get out there and do this run, get back in here. Don't want to forget to mention my weight. My weight seems to be going back down a bit, if not staying steady. I was at 208.4 this morning, which is a little bit less than it was Monday morning. Like I said, it was date night last night and the stress from work and staying out late on the date night. I didn't get home till about 11:30. Didn't get to sleep till about midnight, which means I only slept about 4 hours. I woke up about 4:15, 4:30 this morning, wide awake, and couldn't go back to sleep. So I'm running on about 4.5 hours of sleep, and I was really dragging the whole day, trying to just get through the day and not have to do a whole lot of movement. But about 30 minutes ago, I took a full caffeine pill, which is equal to 1 cup of coffee, and took my multivitamin, which has the vegetable concentrates in it, and took the L-tyrosine along with it. I think 2 capsules. I think it's 500 milligrams a piece. And I've been battling my head hunger all day long. Stuck mainly with my pork loin and spaghetti squash, trying to maintain mainly a protein intake and a low glycemic carbohydrate intake. I did have 1.8 ounce cup of my Raisin Bran around 9 o'clock this morning, but I didn't have a second one today because I really don't like all those carbohydrates from pure sugar in my system. So yeah, oh, I did have a protein bar. I had, on the way to work this morning, I had a Oh Yeah protein bar. I think it was vanilla almond. They're pretty good. I was planning on doing a taste test with them. I bought 3 boxes of one called Very Berry Vanilla Almond, I believe, and chocolate chip cookie dough, I believe, are the 3. And I've had them for like 2 weeks or a little bit longer than 2 weeks, sitting on my computer table, and I've almost eaten them all. I was thinking about forgetting about doing the taste test like I normally do, and just show you the amount left in each box, because the cookie dough has like 2 bars left in it. The vanilla almond has probably 5 bars left in that box, and then the Very Berry, which I like the least, has almost all the bars. Out of 12, there's probably 9 or 10 left in the box. Not because the Very Berry is bad tasting, it's that it is raspberry flavored. I don't know what I was expecting. I was hoping it was like the Quest flavor of their Berry Bliss, which is more strawberry-like, I believe. Strawberry cherry-like. It's been a while since I've eaten it. I've forgotten the flavor, but I know that I liked Berry Bliss. It was my favorite flavor out of all the Quest bars. So yeah, so that Very Berry from Oh Yeah was a disappointment. But it also has a bitter aftertaste to it. The chocolate chip cookie dough did not have a noticeable bitter aftertaste. It may be there, but it's got so much other stuff in it that you don't taste it. The vanilla almond had a little bit of a bitter after flavor, but it's just minor. I can live with it. I can still eat them just fine. But the Very Berry, between that raspberry flavor and that bitter aftertaste, it puts me off. I will eat them. I'll eat them last, but I will eat them because I don't want to waste them, and I can't eat them. So let me get out there, get this run done, get right back with you, and yeah, I want to get one more in the books. My confidence is up. I know I can do it. It's just a matter of mind over matter this time. It's not a matter of, oh, you haven't run 25 minutes before and you don't know if you can do it. No doubt this time I can do it. I'll see you in a few seconds. See this face? This is not the face of a quitter. Yeah, I made it. Just finished it up. I actually just started the 5-minute cool down phase. Tired. Unfortunately, I broke my rule for the second time during all this training, and I pulled my phone off my hip just to see how many seconds or minutes I had left. I was so sure I was within 3 or 4 minutes of being done, because I was counting my songs instead of trying to count breaths, and I got through 2.5 songs for the first half when it announced that I was halfway done, and whew, see, my breath's already back under control pretty much. I like that. No hyperventilating, no deep breaths. I can talk. And so I got through like 2.5 songs, so I figured I had 3 songs to go through for the last 12.5 minutes. And when I hit the 3rd song and it was over, it's like, oh, come on, not a 4th. I don't want to go through a 4th song. But I pulled my phone off my hip. 25 seconds left in the run. It's like, oh, thank goodness, because this has been one of the roughest days, simply because of lack of sleep. My energy level was pretty good, but my mental energy was pretty low. But I was trying to do some positive mental imagery when I started off. When the thing said run, I tried to, for a few seconds, imagine a big yellow tape that said number 10 for the 10th song. I was imagining that I was on the 10th song, and I was about to cross the finish tape, breaking through the finish tape and saying, your run is done, start your cool down. That lasted a few seconds. So yeah, let me get out of the glaring sun here. I have to turn back around, keep from getting sunlight in the camera. Fortunately, the wind is not too bad right now, otherwise I wouldn't even be doing this, because I hate the wind noise. I know that it irritates me and probably bothers you trying to hear what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so the pain gang was back today. Yeah, the guys, the pain in my butt, they were double teaming me, the sides of my hips and the the flats of my butt, right in the center of each cheek. They were just hammering away on me. Nothing major, but just a minor irritation. And yeah, so let me stop this and do my follow-up. I think I'm done talking for now. I'll see you in a couple of seconds. I guess I'm gonna make this quick and dirty because I'm down to 15% on my battery and it may go into battery save mode at any moment. But yeah, this is March 29th, 2015. Week 7, workout number 2 is in the books. Everything went pretty well. The caffeine pill kicked in. My energy level was okay. Mentally, it was a little bit of a struggle, but I knew I could do it. Just kept telling myself, you can do it. I got me a new little spot for recording. This is actually a paint shop. Don't know how well I like it because it kind of echoes in here a bit. The lighting isn't the best, and I hear road noise, so hopefully it'll work out okay once I go back to editing this video. See how the sound turns out and the lighting. Loaded up on my crystal light. Yeah, you can't tell it because my shirt's gray, but it's soaked all the way through. My undershirt and my outer shirt are soaked through with sweat. Being around 70, 71 degrees right now and 40% humidity, doesn't feel that bad. It's not a typical Texas day. 2 more days will be Friday, and we'll be back up in the 80s with probably 90% humidity, so it's going to be a little bit rougher. My plan is to jog Saturday morning around 7 a.m. I have to be back at work around afternoon on Saturday to do the network switchover, install some new switches for our network backbone, and it means we've got to take our systems offline for a few hours. So Saturday is the best day to do that for us. Got the lowest number of employees here, least chance of messing something up, and if we do mess something up and get stuck here, at least we'll have plenty of time to be able to fix it instead of being in a rush during a weekday, and be under pressure to get the systems back up and going because the business can't operate without the network. So yeah, that's about it. I'll be seeing my lady on Friday evening. Not sure exactly how it's going to work out. We'll probably wind up dining in. She likes to cook for me, so we've eaten out one time a week, and once this week so far, and she's a pretty frugal lady and doesn't like to waste money. Lady after my own heart. So that probably means we'll be either getting some type of takeout or we'll cook something together. This Saturday morning, I was thinking about trying to get her to, I forgot the name of that stupid dish. It's a crack slaw. Yeah, crack slaw. I've been dying to try crack slaw, but since it's got a few more ingredients than I like to mess with, so I thought she and I could do it at the project because she likes more complicated dishes. And me, I'm just a throw it in one pot kind of guy. I want to make my pork loin. I just throw a bag of chopped up onions I buy at the store with parsley and celery and I think bell pepper in it. Got all those kinds of pre-chopped, pre-mixed, and I just toss it in there on top of the pork loin, pour some water on it, dump some garlic on it, dump some onion powder on it, dump some salt on it, and let it cook. Crack slaw is a bit more complicated, so may try that as a project for this weekend. Hey guys, if you noticed, things are a little bit different. My background in here has changed because I was filming this after my workout, or I was filming my post-workout interview, and my battery almost died, and I had to shut down and do everything really quick, so didn't get around to adding on my little, motivational thing for the day. So I'm doing this at home now, just for today. Hopefully next time my battery won't be dying, and I won't have to cut things short. So this little segment is all about every time you make an excuse, you take away your power to succeed. And one of the things I noticed when I committed to running or jogging the C25K program, and I committed to it firmly in my mind that I was going to do my best, I took away the excuses I had in the past for not being able to run because my feet were hurting too much, didn't have enough time, didn't have enough energy, just whatever it was. But when I took ownership of the goal to complete the C25K program, my mind switched gears from making excuses as to why I couldn't run or jog, and my mind started thinking about ways that I could make it happen. how was I going to find time after work to get home after work because of the traffic problems? My drive was like 45 minutes to get home because of traffic in the evening, and I had to figure out a way to work around that. So the simplest solution was to stay at work and run on the property. I was thinking, well, what kind of clothes do I need to run in? And my thoughts came back, well, why can't you just run in your jeans and your shirt from work? No need to have a jogging outfit or change clothes. Keep it simple. And so that's just the way my mind is changed gears a bit from making excuses as to why I couldn't complete a goal to how can I complete the goal. So my mind races ahead to the rest of the week, where I'm jogging on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Well, Fridays are pretty much a thing of the past now because of my girlfriend. We were seeing each other on Tuesdays and Fridays and part of Saturdays now. So my mind is racing ahead. How am I going to get my Friday jog in? So I either have to jog Saturday morning before I go see her, or Sunday morning. And sometimes Sundays are out because I have to go see my parents every 2 weeks. If you change your mindset from one of why I can't do it to how can I do this, your mind will help you. It'll switch gears. It'll be thinking about things all the time. And sometimes I'll just get ideas out of the blue as to how to make things happen. When I sat down the other day and figured out that I wanted to have 300 videos up on YouTube before the end of the year, and then did the math and figured out it was going to take me an average of 10 videos per week. So that's more than one per day on average. And I'm having trouble doing 3 to 4 a week as it is. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I'm shooting for 300 videos before the end of the year. If it percolates up here enough, maybe it will come to me. How am I going to work this out? How am I going to figure this out? What kind of videos can I do that I can produce quicker, that are informative, have some content that people want to see, that they find valuable? Excuses are easy to come up with. Solutions are more difficult. And an excuse is a way of taking the blame off yourself for not taking responsibility. And I'm not saying that everything can be accomplished just by taking responsibility for it, but I'm saying try a little bit, Take small steps. That's the way I did this program. Small steps, focused on one workout at a time. When I started out, I thought 1 minute jogging was just overwhelming, and then 3 minutes was overwhelming, and then 5 minutes was overwhelming. And before I know it, I'm on week 7, and I'm jogging 25 minutes nonstop. I don't focus on the bigger picture, except every once in a while I focus on the small picture, the small steps, how to make it through this workout, and how to schedule my next workout. Don't worry about them from the whole completion of the program. So for me, excuses are twofold. They provide a way of getting out of doing something I didn't want to do in the first place, and they're a way of making me feel better about doing something that I regret, like skipping a workout. So my excuses were holding me back. They were a crutch I was leaning on, and if I really didn't want to do something, I would find the right excuse to beg off of doing whatever the project was. But I found out through committing to this C25K program and telling the people that I care about that I was running it, so that they would hold me accountable for my actions, I really found ways of overcoming my excuses. And all my thoughts of how I couldn't do it turned around to concentrating on how I could complete the course. That's no guarantee that I'm going to finish the course, but it's changed my thoughts in the right direction. So now I'm really trying to focus my attitude on the things that I want to do, and if it's something that takes effort and time and energy, I have to decide if I really want to accomplish that goal. And if I don't want to accomplish that goal, I don't try to make an excuse anymore. I just take it for what it is. That it's not something that I want to do. I don't try to figure out a way of letting myself off the hook. There's always a risk that I was going to fail at doing this. I still may, there could be injury, there could be any number of things that happen. But I am giving it my best honest effort and trying to eliminate every possibility or every excuse I could use that wouldn't be legitimate for not continuing on with this. So I'm just encouraging everyone out there to stop letting excuses take away your success and power. Take ownership of your actions and change your self-talk. Instead of telling yourself the excuses or blaming other people or circumstances for why things didn't work out or you couldn't control what the situation was, take control of what is yours, and you'll have the strength and the power to get what you want. So hopefully that wasn't too overly sappy and cliche, but it's the best I got for the moment. It really has worked for me to a certain extent. I mean, it's not 100%. It's not 100% foolproof. I have bad days, and I have great days, and I have okay days, and things sometimes just don't work out. But I'm just encouraging everyone out there, take small steps, work towards your goals, find worthy goals that you want to complete, and you'll find yourself figuring out ways of completing your goals rather than trying to figure out ways of getting out of your goals. So this is going to be spliced into somewhere in the middle of my post jog interview, and you're going to suddenly see the switch backgrounds. And yeah, that's about it for now. So this is Joe Saint checking out for workout number 7, week number 7, workout number 2. It's in the books. You can do it too. Just take it one small step at a time and keep pimping that sleeve.